What's up, everyone? It's time to do a little bit of a hack. I have a 19X, which I know a lot of people do. Here's the frame. Here is the slide. Now, they just came out with the 19X MOS, but I'm not going to go out and buy an MOS when I already have a 19X, right? And I've looked at the prices of Gen 5 Glock 19 slides, and they are, the lowest I found stripped was $230. That's not counting shipping. But here's the thing: you can get Gen 3 slides if you catch them on sale. Like Brownells has Gen 3. This slide here, without the parts, just stripped, was $99. Not counting the parts now. I already had the barrel, I had the recoil spring, I had the dot. So that's not a big deal, okay? For me, I already had this extra stuff. Of course, if you don't have this and you go out and you buy a Gen 3 slide, it's going to cost you more. But if you buy a Gen 5 slide for double or more the price of your Gen 3 slide, you still have to buy the parts, the barrel, the spring, the dot, whatever. Okay, run it on. All right, I do not like cutting factory slides. I could send this off to get it cut for an optic, but I do not want to damage my factory slide in case there's ever a day when I want to send it in or sell it, right? I don't want to do that. So anyway, so I've got the frame, okay? So I have a lot of Gen 3 Glock 19 slides. The only thing that you're going to have to do is put a Gen 5. You can see this is a Gen 5. I've already switched it out. So this is a Gen 5 and back plate, right? And I switched over my Gen 3 back plate just because I didn't want the guts flying around. So I just put this on there temporarily, okay, till I could order a Gen 5 plate, okay? But for right now, I have this, all right? So you need to change that out. And there's a cool thing, and I know people are not a fan of Strike Industries, but sometimes you just gotta suck it up. They make this little piece here, which is cheap, like 12 bucks, because the Gen, you can't see it because I have a break, but the Gen 5 nose here and the spring, this is a aftermarket spring for the brake. But anyway, you know it's a double capture spring on a Gen 5 or Glock 19X, right? So don't pay attention to what this actually has on it. But you can see the nose here, the ring for the spring is different. Okay, so the opening of the slide is wider. So if you were to put this on there, there would be all that space. Okay. Sorry this is rambling on, but I'm explaining myself so you know what I'm doing. Alright, so we put this little piece in here, okay? I don't know if I'll take it off just in case YouTube gets a hissy fit about me assembling a slide. Alright, so we put the barrel back in, we put the spring in. Okay, and there we go. So this makes up for that space. Once again, take it off for YouTubes. Put the slide on. And we have a Gen 3 slide on a 19X or Gen 5 frame. Okay? Now the biggest thing that I would have to be concerned about at the moment is whether doing this hack, is there going to be any reliability problems. And we're going out to the range right now and we're going to find out. Now one thing you'll notice is that the 19X slide is cut on both sides for the slide release, whatever you want to call it. And the Gen 3 slide is not. You can see there's the cutout right here because there's only one sided. It's not ambi. on the Gen 3. But we don't have to worry about that. Sorry, I hit the camera again. If we put a mag in, empty mag, it still holds the slide back, even though this side is not working. You just can't use this to drop the slide. You still have to use that one, okay? So it's just like if you had your Gen 3 slide. All right, I've rambled on enough. If that's giving you any answers on how you can do this in an affordable way with products that are out there that are plentiful, because there's so many, especially with PSA getting into the game. You can buy slides from them for, I mean, complete slides with barrel and everything for $170. So, and sights, obviously no dot. But anyway, all right, let's get out to the range, man, and let's see if this thing's going to be reliable or not. Hang tight. Guys, we are out with the 19X frame with the Gen 3 slide. I don't think my dot is sighted in, so I'm probably not going to be able to hit anything. But we're just going to check function to see if it works with this kind of hybrid combination. Let's see what we got here. Hold on. Alright, so we have a little bit of an issue with the return to battery. So give me a second. I'm going to swap out to a different spring and see if that makes a difference. Hold on. Okay, so we swapped out the stainless steel spring from PSA to a factory polymer rod. Let's see if that makes any difference. Here we go. Nope. Alright, so a little bit of trouble with going in the battery. We'll see if that works itself out now. Don't really want to feed. Well, I mean, at least the good news is that the dot is on. Alright, get another failure to feed. Alright, it's catching somewhere. Another failure to go into battery. Another failure to go into battery. Alright. Another failure to feed. I don't know if you guys can see that. Failure to feed again. All right, so we're gonna keep plugging away at this. I'm going to get in there and polish up some stuff, and maybe swap a few more things around. But this should work fine, but we're having a little bit of initial issues, and I will keep you guys updated as how it goes as we move forward. All right, guys, stay tuned. All right, so I decided to swap out the slides to a slide, because that Brownell slide was brand new. I had never really shot it before. But this is a slide that I know works with another gun. So let's see if this makes a difference. We're gonna try to go, like I said, I don't know if this dot's on. And I'm about 30 yards away. So let's just see if this is going to make a difference, and it's just like a stacking tolerances or something like that. Hold on. A little bit of dipping. Okay, so better than last time. So we'll see what's going on and if we can't get this thing to actually run. Okay. All right, so all the rounds I had have a primer strike on them. So I'm wondering, these are reloads I made with the some old Tula lead-free primers. So I'm wondering if that had something to do with it. Then I'll eliminate that. Let's go ahead and run these three back through it. Let's see if it'll ignite them the second strike. Okay. Okay. All right. So that more than likely is what it is. Of course, we have to test it some more to make sure that we are positive that that's the problem. But it didn't fail to go in the battery this time. It just failed to ignite those primers on 3 of the rounds we had in here. So I'm going to go look at my bench and see what else I've got. But that was promising. Now all I got to do is get that other Brownell slide worked out so that I can start using that on something else. But it looks like this is a good match, and we're going to keep going. So like I said, it's got that back plate from the Gen 5, and it has the space filler from Strike Industries. Alright guys, let's keep testing this bad boy. I'm going to post this video out now that we had some success, and then we are going to do another test this weekend. I'll find some different ammo that doesn't have that lead-free primers and see if that makes a difference. Alright guys, catch you next time. Peace out.